All right, so you just came from fishing?
Yeah, just under the Dames Point Bridge, fishing under there.
How was that?
The breeze was nice. I didn't catch anything. Today sucked for me fishing wise. I just lost rigs.
Were you on a boat or where were you?
No, they have a park. Park is not really. I mean, park as in like a little memorial area. But you just go in there, you can park, and there's bathroom station, there's tables, there's seats, and then there's a little pier. It's pretty nice underneath there. But yeah, I didn't catch anything.
Did you even get a bite?
I guess I caught, like, I had a crab holding onto my shrimp, so like that might have been the only thing, but like I didn't have a net or anything to scoop it up.
Did you just hear my Xbox start up in the background?
Was that the Xbox?
Yeah, it's the Forza edition, so it makes like a race car sound when it starts up.
That's pretty sweet.
I think.
Well, why did it start up?
I think it's because like I installed a new game and it does like auto updates, and it has to be on for the update, and yeah, it freaks me out. Like
Xbox.
I'll just be sitting here doing work, and it'll just start up, and it freaks me out. And no ghosts, but whatever. Well,
allegedly.
Yeah.
You
wouldn't know, but Mike is here.
There's a hospital, like ancient hospital, right across the street. So I mean, there could be dead souls.
Well, I don't want to think about that. That's a nice hospital.
But yeah, Mike
episode 92. Episode 92. Skyler and I have been talking. Mike is engrossed in something else. You want to share with the class, Mike?
I mean, it's related to a segment we have later today.
Oh, okay.
Or not later today, as if we're recording for 10 hours, but later this show.
Right.
Stay around for hour number 4, and we're that's what we call
a
sneak peek. What was that, tease when they go to a commercial or something? They want you.
Yeah.
Whatever. But
so episode 92. I was sitting here thinking earlier of a number 92.
Isn't there like Rob Meyer?
Rob Meyer's the only one I could think of. Can you guys think of another 92?
Who'd you say?
Our boy Rob Meyer.
That's who I was the only one I could think of.
Murray State. That's
Austin in Kentucky.
Lane.
Oh, local UFC.
Well, I just sat behind him.
Yep. Ziggy Hood also wore it in 2014.
Who?
Dang, don't do Ziggy like that. I remember him.
Bro, he was awful. I remember we signed him from Pittsburgh.
Dude, everyone on the Jaguars has been awful.
Yeah,
that's true.
Touche. Well,
don't be mad at these players for trying to help us out.
Yeah,
I mean, the only player that you could talk trash is probably Aaron Ross, because he
can name multiple.
Well, yeah. We know you could talk trash all day.
Clavon Chason?
Taven
Bryan?
He was drafted. They were drafted. My point is, Aaron Ross was a free agent signed here, and he said, okay. It's a paid vacation. That's the crap
he's out of the league, right?
Yeah. The only thing that was cool about him was his wife, Sonia Richard Ross, the Olympian, coming to town and racing Jackson and all that.
That was pretty cool. Well, we've got a good show. We're going to talk some Jags, of course. We, of course, have some college football. I say, of course, as if we've been talking about that lately. But week 0 is here, and we're going to do some schedule predictions. And then, of course, we'll wrap things up with a little local update and a little game. So let's jump right into the Jaguars. So we have been bit by the injury bug. It's not been good so far. We have seen our boy... Dang it, I just had it up here.
Well, I got a few injury updates if you want me to share them.
Well, I've got the Anton Harrison, shoulder. Chandler Brewer, concussion protocol. Cooper Hodges, patella. Darrell Williams, shoulder. And Josh Wells, groin.
And then we got Devon Hamilton with non-football related injury.
Correct. Non-football related back, right?
Yeah, back injury, which that's the one I'm most concerned about, because a back is not really something you want to mess with, whether or not you're a football player. So
especially interior defensive line.
Well, I mean, I don't care about football player or not. Like, a back injury is not easy to deal with, especially if it's not related to physical activity. Like, he may found, I don't know, something's wrong with him, and hopefully he does recover quickly. Just because, like I said, back pain or back issues are never fun to deal with.
As of yesterday, Doug Peterson said he got a text message saying that he is, quote, doing much better and feeling better, so he's definitely on the road to recovery. I mean, he just signed a 3-year contract extension with $23 million guaranteed this spring. I'd hate for him to, even think about missing the season. Hopefully, it's just a a minor setback and he gets better soon. But with that,
and also I don't know if you weren't
go ahead.
of it. We also Foley Fodakasi in a boot, and Antonio Johnson will also miss some time. Both of those players will not play on Saturday, so I am hoping this defensive line, man, is a big concern for me going into the season.
Well, and that was my question. Are you guys concerned with the injury bug that we've got so far? And Mike, go ahead since you already
Defensive
started.
line, yeah. I mean, we've been saying since I can remember, since probably 2017, we've had no pass rush. We still don't have a pass rush. We will not have a pass rush going into the season unless Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker take immense strides forward. Specifically Josh Allen. This is his make or break year. It's a contract year. It's time to show up or go somewhere else. So I'm really concerned about the D-line and also the lack of depth behind it, because we mentioned just now Caleb Von Chason. He probably, as much as I hate to say it, he might make the team because of the lack of depth on this team.
Ugh.
So, like, I think he should be cut, but just due to lack of depth and lack of pressure, we might have to keep him.
Well, did you see that very first play where he came off the edge and missed the tackle?
Yes, missed the sack, and then Yazir Abdullah is the one who finished the sack. So Abdullah will be a very...
He gave him a high five, I think, but...
Yazir Abdullah will be a big factor for our defensive line, but I think it's a lot to ask of a rookie, especially a 5th-round pick. So
I think obviously we don't have like a ton of people coming off the edge, but I think the edge is less of a concern than the interior because, like you mentioned, Foley is in a boot, and then we got Devon Hamilton with non-football related injury. So it's like we're going to have to rely on Roy Robertson Harrison again, and I'm not really sure who else we can rely on in that situation, but they're going to have to figure something out. Hope everyone gets back, I guess, but because they're really banking on Foley being the guy that they signed, and he had injuries last year too.
He was in a boot, quote, for precautionary reasons, but should be out of the boot this week and is being held out of the final preseason game as a result of this injury. So he should be good. Do we feel like the O-line is okay?
I mean, O-line is just
It's better than the D-line, though. I mean,
what's better than shit? Like chicken shit?
Solid
like,
shit.
Like, it's just not. Offensive line is getting attacked is getting impact with injuries and or suspension. Cam Robinson played like dog crap on Saturday.
Yeah.
I saw him get bull rushed and he fell right down to his knee. I'm like, okay, this is a problem. And that's why he's with the backups, because he's got to get some experience. He's got to get some playing time. He can't go 2 months without playing football.
Nope.
Especially that big boy.
And then miss another month.
Yeah. So, man, offensive line, it's not going to be elite, but it'll hopefully just get the job done. And then hopefully when Cam comes back, because Cam will be the starter, I think, in week 5, barring a insane performance by Anton Harrison and Walker Little at the tackle positions, I think Cam Robinson comes back.
Well, I think Scherf's such a liability that they probably would prefer to put Walker in that spot and then put Cam on the left tackle spot.
Scherf liability?
Yeah, there's that's why I think they're experimenting with Cam at left tackle, and then they put Walker at left guard this past week.
You mean Barch?
No, I'm talking about Brandon Scherf.
Scherf plays right guard.
Well, didn't they have him at left guard last year?
Not that I recall.
But I don't know. I know Walker Little did play left guard against the Lions, and he had some nice little flashes, but I haven't heard anything about Scherf being a liability.
That's what I've just been seeing, like, from just reaction and stuff. And then I also heard Tony Baselli talking about it, like, before the game. Now they want to probably put Walker at left guard and then put Cam at left tackle.
Well, that's fine. That's because the left guard is a liability. Barge can't stay healthy. Shatley also can't stay healthy. So that's probably why. I don't think Scherf, I remember, is a right guard. So I'm not. When you said Scherf, that threw me off because I don't think Scherf was.
I'm just thinking. Maybe I'm thinking backwards. Then yeah.
Because Scherf, I know is on the.
I think so, because I'm like looking through his like tweets and stuff like that where people have talked about him, and I haven't seen anything bad about him.
Well, it's just like right before the game, I was listening to the radio and Tony Baselli was talking about it just briefly. So I mean, yeah, I mean.
I'm glad he's in the hall, but I don't always love his takes.
That's because he's all team friendly. He's always been team friendly. Even when the Jaguars were 1-15.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I was just scrolling through the tweets there. Yeah, I couldn't find anything else. So
No, it was on the broadcast before the. I don't know if he ever tweeted anything, but
I mean, some people tweet everything that people say, but so do we feel like we're okay with the starters coming in against the Dolphins here on Saturday?
Whatever. Yeah, Saturday. Whatever.
I guess that's how the preseason works now.
Well, every team's different. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I've seen some teams play their starters in week 2 of the preseason.
Yeah, because Mahomes played.
Yeah,
Jordan Love played.
So, yeah, I don't. Every team's different. Let everyone trying to figure it out right now because I think this is the first time they did 3 preseason games, or did they do it last year as well? I can't remember, but yeah, I'm interested. I mean, I probably won't be watching much of the game this weekend because I'm going out of town. But yeah, I don't care. Just get me to get me to September 10th.
I also will be out of town going to Tennessee for a long drive.
Dang. I'll be out of town the following weekend, but
same.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Moving on then. The next thing I had. Is there anything else that you want to see from this team? I think we already touched on that with the O-line, but is there anything else that you need to see in this final preseason game to be like, all right, that's settled, or I feel better about that?
I guess pass rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
we touched on that
talking
too,
about.
So, yeah.
That's a broken record. I want to see Tank Bigsby get more carries, personally. I think he's going to be... and I'm going to say
this. You took mine, but I'm glad you said that.
I low-key think he might be the starter by the end of the year.
Oh, really?
I don't know
why.
Is
that your hot take?
Do you want to put that in the book?
You can put it in the book, but
you got to give me a week, though.
I don't want to say that because I don't want to say because of injury. I think he might out... I'm not going to put it in the book, but I do think that Bigsby could be a very good contributor for the Jacksonville Jaguars this upcoming season.
Okay.
So not a starter.
I don't know. I mean, if injury, obviously he's a starter, but I think he's going to be a very big factor in this offense.
Carlos Williams.
What if I told you,
for Florida State, not even Carlos Williams, more like Devontae and what's the other running back? Oh, James Wilder. Yeah. It could be a two-headed monster.
I'd be confident to say Etienne would be top 5 in rushing yards.
Oh, that's countering my take
exactly,
right there.
Exactly.
Is that something I put in the book?
Well, I mean, he's not putting it. You could put it in the book for me if you want. I have other hot takes too.
Well, don't blurt them all out. I have to write these, and I'm not the fastest writer in the world.
Yeah, I don't think he's top 5 in my opinion. But
okay, wait, hang on. Top 5 in the league in rushing yards?
Yes.
Wow.
Etienne. By the end of the year, like end of the year stats. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? I'm just curious.
Well, I mean, he's very explosive. I think there's going to be a lot of space on the field. We have so many weapons. I think everyone's going to be top in the league pretty much on our offense. So I just think the ball's going to go around, and maybe obviously backup positions aren't going to have the numbers, but Ingram's going to have great numbers. I think the receivers are going to be well balanced, and I think Etienne will just take advantage of that and be more explosive in the open field and take advantage of that.
I don't think so. I don't see that happening at all.
All right.
That's fair.
Well, what do you think's going to happen with the offense?
That's why it's a hot take, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't see Etienne doing a top 5 running back, putting up top 5 rushing numbers. I mean,
Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing last year.
Josh Jacobs is much better, better in terms of as a runner. He's a bigger guy. Yeah. He can take the hits. I'm scared of Etienne's taking those hits.
I think Etienne's tougher than people give him credit for. He's obviously not as big as Tank, but I think he's more physical than people give him credit for. But I also, like I said, there's going to be more space on the field this year, so he probably won't need to take so many hits.
I don't know.
What about Dearness Johnson?
Third down back.
Yeah.
Or goal line. Actually, no, goal line will be Bigsby.
Yeah, I don't think Etienne will have a ton of touchdowns. But
I think
yards?
Bigsby will get more touchdowns than Etienne.
Yeah.
I think Bigsby will get more.
Yeah, I could see Bigsby put in those goal line situations, or
I think Etienne will have
red zone. I
mean, Jamal Williams for the Lions led the league in touchdowns last year, if I'm not wrong. But
you're not wrong. Yeah.
So I think Etienne probably will have a similar year, but just rushing yard wise.
Well, I got a game to play with you guys. Actually, that just gave me a segment idea.
Idea
for the future or for right now?
Probably right now, today. Before we transition away from NFL.
Okay.
Well, are we going to do more hot takes, or are we going to wait a little bit?
We can wait. We can wait a little bit on that. We can save it for the end or something like that. You don't want to get them all out now. I mean, you got to space them out between episodes. What do you got, Mike? What do you got?
All right. I have a game. I mean, this is a very popular game. New faces in new places.
Okay.
Are we guessing who's who?
No, you're gonna guess what team
This person on?
they went to. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna stink at this. I'm not.
The
Gonna
Jets
lie.
for Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not going with that.
I know that one.
All right, first up, this is when you just said Jamal Williams. I'm like, let's just bring this up. Let's just see how long we can do this for. Let's go, Jamal Williams. Start it off.
The Saints.
Did you know that, Keith?
Yeah, I did know that one.
All right. I'm gonna go one by one. Let's go. So Skyler answered the first one. Let's go to Keith. Where did Andy Dalton go?
Who cares?
No.
And what team did he
Third
play
string.
from last year to this year? Let's see if you can name one of them.
Wait, did he go to Baltimore?
No.
Damn, I don't know then.
He went from Skyler.
Chance to steal.
Go for it. You're gonna win.
Oh, jeez. Was he in Vegas?
Nope.
Oh.
He was in New Orleans.
Ah, well, okay. Just
Where did he go? It just took a guess. You both said incorrect teams.
San Francisco.
Nope.
No.
no. That's,
Final guess,
that's
Skyler.
Darnold, Vance, and
Final guess, Skyler.
NFC, AFC. Can I get a hint?
No.
No. Okay.
Seattle? I don't know.
Let's go. Let's just go throw Giants out there.
Nope. Panthers.
Oh,
All right.
dang.
Now, where did Mike White go
That's
to?
right. They're all the redheads there. It's a bunch of redheads. Mike
In
White,
Carolina. Wait, hang on. Carolina?
Carolina.
No.
Who's the other
They have
redhead?
Bryce Young.
Well,
Definitely
They
redhead.
had what's his face from the Jets.
Darnold?
Sam Darnold. Yeah.
Well,
He went from the
yeah,
Panthers
he's
to the Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was the redhead. They had to replace him.
He's
That's
like-
what I meant to
he's
say.
like
I
a
said
All right.
Blonde,
Mike
but-
White went from the New York Jets to where?
Dolphins.
Correct.
Nice.
Devin Singletary went from the Bills to.
Mike White's actually probably gonna get a lot of playing time. Tua getting hurt. No offense to Tua, but it's just
Let's hope he
Focus.
doesn't.
Devin Singletary. Bills to.
No clue. What do you got?
Pittsburgh.
Nope. Think division.
Dallas.
Nope. Division rival.
Oh, Texas.
Texans. Correct.
Texans.
Oh, our division rival.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Miles
AFC.
Sanders went from the Eagles to. God, this shows you guys don't play fantasy football, so this is great. This is
Yeah.
great.
Wow. Golden State.
Miles Sanders.
This is great, and I hope our listeners are enjoying this because this is actually going to be really
Tampa
funny.
Bay.
When I play fantasy,
Same division,
I
though, as
draft
Tampa
all
Bay.
Jaguars players. So I mean,
And same
Atlanta.
division as Atlanta and Tampa Bay.
oh, because New Orleans.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys,
Panthers.
all three teams as Panthers.
Golly.
All right,
With one of
let's
those
go
four.
with
I don't care
receiver.
about Miles Sanders.
Where did Juju Smith-Schuster go to after Kansas City?
I feel like I know
This is so great.
It's not Chicago, is it? No. Gosh, I feel like I know
Was
this.
it in that? Is it in that division?
No,
though?
Is it Vegas?
no.
Uh,
It is the New England Patriots.
oh,
All
I did
right.
see
He's
that
the
the
guy
other-
Ezekiel
I did see
Elliott
that
now.
the
Now,
other day.
where did Allen Robinson go? He went from the
he got traded.
Los Angeles Rams to what team?
He was traded somewhere.
Does this team have a quarterback?
Eh,
Oh, New York Giants.
no,
Darn.
Is it? Oh gosh, AFC, NFC.
AFC.
Is it Vegas?
No, Pittsburgh.
How many times you gonna guess Vegas?
it's an odds thing.
Two more.
Two more. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go defense.
They got.
Or I'm sorry,
Tyson
let's go tight
Alualu
end.
in
Tight end.
Pittsburgh,
Tight
too.
end. All right, Darren Waller.
Oh, he's a Giant.
Okay, because some people did not realize that until
All right,
last week.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna throw that one out. Hayden Hurst, local legend.
Oh,
Well, not
God.
local legend, but he's from
He
Bulls.
went from Atlanta to Baltimore, right? And now he's somewhere else.
Well, now he played at Cincinnati last year.
Okay.
Where did he go this? Where is he now this year?
Seattle.
No. Why do you keep guessing Seattle?
I don't know. It's just fun. They went to Vegas. I'd be mad.
Let's go Miami Dolphins.
Nope. Austin Hooper. Hayden Hurst went to the Carolina Panthers.
That's the third Panther that we
Yeah.
haven't guessed.
All
Tells
right.
you how much we care about the Panthers.
Guess what? They have Adam Thielen too from the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go a little corner action. This one actually you might get this.
Wait, this
Patrick
one you're not gonna
Peterson.
get.
Where did Patrick Peterson he played last year with Minnesota?
Yep.
Where is he at this year?
I didn't know he left Minnesota.
I think this is hilarious.
Is it Cleveland?
No. Pittsburgh.
I knew
You
it was
didn't even
like.
let me guess. You just skipped me.
I'm
That time.
sorry. You're not gonna get
I was
it.
gonna say Seattle.
Yeah.
I was close though.
All right. Well, this is the last one.
Last one.
DJ Moore. He went from Carolina to
Is it a team I've stated?
yes.
Vegas.
No.
The Panthers.
Give me the Browns.
No.
Dang.
Skyler.
Buccaneers.
Nope. Chicago Bears. And that
yeah.
concludes
So
New
he-
Faces and New
he just
Places.
caught that
And as
screen
you
pass,
see,
remember?
Keith and Skyler both failed this test.
He's the one who caught that game-winning
Screen
pass
pass.
over the Falcons, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, in the preseason though, he had that screen pass that he took.
Oh yeah, the one where
Yeah.
people were freaking out
Because
about
Justin Fields had 200
Justin
yards
Fields,
on
yeah.
two.
Well,
passes.
if you guys want,
three passes behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed that game because Skyler and Keith failed miserably at this game.
I just
They don't play
smoked too
fantasy
much
football.
weed.
They don't play fantasy football, so they don't understand how.
Listen,
you
as
have to
soon as
keep
you
up
said
with it.
DJ Moore, I listed a play.
I just forgot about DJ Moore, to be honest. But again, he's fallen into oblivion and going to Chicago.
I just I do too much recreational activities. Okay.
Hey, you want to go to college football now? Can we get away from the NFL now?
Yes.
New faces in college football, the
No.
transfer portal.
No.
Or we can do new locations in terms of conference.
Oh,
because
yeah?
holy
No,
crap.
I'm not doing that. We're doing week 0. Can we do week 0? Oh my gosh, my mic almost just fell down.
Yes, week 0. I'm excited for college football. This is now
Do y'all play
every
week zero?
Saturday. No, we do not. Every Saturday until February, there's college football.
August 26th,
January,
this Saturday, the first game at 2:30 p.m. Navy at, and I put air quotes around that, Notre Dame, because that's going to be played in Dublin.
Isn't that where Notre Dame lost to Northwestern last year?
No.
Or was that 2 years ago?
Northwestern beat someone last year. I forgot who it was, but it was not Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
Was it BYU or something? I don't know.
It was in Ireland, though.
Yeah.
Northwestern, I think, played Nebraska.
Oh, that sounds
sounds
right.
right.
Yeah, that sounds
'cause
right.
Nebraska started like 0-2.
Yeah.
now.
Well, that's the first game. And you got one at 5:30. You got games at 7, 7:30, 8, 9 p.m. Nothing of real big notoriety. I mean, USC is the 6th-ranked team in the nation. They play San Jose State at 8 p.m. But
in-state
that just
rival.
means football is back. And with that,
Thank
I don't
God.
think we've done this yet. I want to talk a little schedule, a little give me your predictions for each team kind of
Let me pull up the
thingy.
Gators schedule.
Absolutely. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Gators before we jump into them. So we all know the golden era of Florida football was from the 90 to 2010 probably. In that 21-year span, they won 3 national championships with 11 bowl victories. They averaged 10 wins a season. Since then, they've had double-digit wins in just 4 instances in 12 seasons. They've also had 4 sub-500 seasons. For context, they had 4 sub-500 seasons from 1961 to 2012. So it's safe to say that things have been a little rough since the guy that we will not name
Speaking of which,
has left.
I'm excited to see the Swamp Kings documentary tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My friends are
Or
pr-
today, I
planning to
guess,
make
when this
Luffy up
report
for
gets
that.
posted.
Nice. So the Gators finished 6-7 last season. This year, what do you think, Skyler? Do you want me to go game by game, or do you want to just go down to yourself? It's either or.
We can go game by game. It don't matter to me.
All right, we'll kind of keep it going a little bit, unless you have like an incredible note that you want to add. But I would like to just get through this, okay?
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah.
And not
what-
trying to rush you. I'm
No,
just
yeah,
saying,
you're
like, you know.
But do y'all remember the quarterback for Utah? I'm just trying to figure it out.
Utah Cam Rising.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember
He's hurt right now. They
yeah.
don't know if he's going to play or not.
That's because that's the big one. First game at Utah.
At number 14, Utah, 8 p.m. on ESPN.
We managed to win last year at Swamp with the incredible interception. They don't have as many tight ends, there anymore. They had that other guy that was really good.
Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I'm gonna give them a loss anyways. Gators losing.
I was going to say, it's not like you're giving him a win, but then a loss comes out of your mouth.
So the Gators lose that game.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree. 0-1.
McNeese.
win.
Yeah.
If you lose to McNeese, I'm never going to let that go. Just like how Florida fans don't let Florida State losing to Jacksonville State go.
Well, we get it from Georgia Southern still.
True. True. Versus at home against number 12 Tennessee on ESPN.
Lose.
The Charlotte Niners, or Charlotte 49ers, I should say, 7 p.m. on ESPN Plus or SEC. What?
We're going to win that one.
All right, so you're sitting at 2-2, and you travel to Kentucky.
Lose.
Okay. I appreciate this. Versus Vanderbilt.
Win. We lost to them last year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. At South Carolina.
Lose.
Georgia.
Lose. Carson Beck, Jacksonville product.
Yeah. Mandarin, right?
Yeah, I met his parents. They came into Coastal once, and they bragged about him all day, which, I mean, who wouldn't?
I mean, if your son's the starting quarterback of a defending national champion.
2 times.
2 times, exactly, and potentially about to be a 3-time champion. Yeah, I'd do the same.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Lose.
What's the record right now that you have for Skyler?
3-6.
Oh, will they make a bowl? We'll find out.
At LSU.
Lose.
At number 5 LSU, I should say, just because.
Not for long.
At Missouri.
Yeah, let's give them a win.
And versus Florida State.
Win.
Oh, please.
Whatever. We'll let them have that.
I will not let them have that.
That's 5-7. Well, we're not going to actually let him have it, but we'll let him say it. 5-7.
Yeah, no.
What do y'all think about that record? Y'all agree? You think we're better than that?
No.
Okay. So
well,
I think 5 is.
I mean, I'll tell you this: Vegas has you guys at 5.5 over under win total. So
I'm right there.
So you're at the under.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to come down to Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Missouri, and Kentucky.
It's literally going to come down to Kentucky, Vanderbilt, South Carolina. Those 3 games are going to be determined.
Yeah.
I feel like when we did this last year, you had a lot of swing games, and I feel like this year you seemed a little more cut and dry with some of those. So it's going to be an interesting season. Do you think right now Napier gets fired if they go with your record? They win 5 games.
I don't think they will fire him.
4 games?
No, I don't think they'll fire him this year. Even no matter how poor he does, it'd have to be really, really drastic. But I think people were just so tired of how they were dealt with Mullen and all of this, and I think they want to be patient with Napier because he's different. I don't know. From what I'm understanding, they want to be patient with him and just let his recruits come in next year, and they see what happens next year with his recruits.
Thank you for saying that, because I agree. I think that a lot of times, we've talked about this with Norvell and stuff. People were very quick to jump on him when things weren't looking good immediately, and you got to wait for his own guys to come in. And Mertz, is that the
Graham Mertz? Yeah,
Mertz, the transfer from Wisconsin.
Yeah,
new faces.
Yeah, Montrell Johnson, and Trevor Etienne again. They could do something with their offense.
Honestly, our running game, I think, will be really good. I think we'll have, a really good running game. But
I think the defense is what might hurt you. It's been the Achilles heel for a little while now.
Yeah, and we're not gonna have a passing game either. We're not gonna. It's gonna be dump offs and whatever's given to us. They're not gonna be moving it, pushing it down the field with the passing game. It's gonna be a lot of running. So,
right.
But running game's really good in college. That's. You can do a lot of damage, so because you can wear defenses out, obviously, and we do have Parasol. He's a decent receiver, so he is someone that if it came down to a situation where we need to try something desperate.
I hated him in that game.
I was just thinking that
that game. I just see him torching our defense in the post Thanksgiving matchup. I'm like, oh my goodness, stop this kid.
That was bad. All right, so just in case you guys didn't hear me earlier, but Florida plays at Utah, 8 p.m. on ESPN, Thursday, August 31st. We'll probably get another one in before that, but I just wanted to at least say that. Flipping over to the ACC and Florida State, one of the few remaining teams left.
Hopefully for a few more years in the ACC.
Yeah. Florida State starts their regular season on Sunday, September 3rd. In what is it called? What's the stadium called in Orlando?
Camping World Stadium. No, in Orlando, not New Orleans.
I said Orlando.
I thought you were going to say New Orleans. No. Oh, yeah, Camping World.
Camping World Stadium, 7:30 p.m. on ABC. That is verse number 5 LSU. Mike, go ahead.
Give me that dub.
Ooh.
I'm going with a dub there
I
myself.
hate LSU. I cannot wait for them to
It's like one thing Gator fans and FSU fans have in common.
Yeah.
Their fans are just
Except we don't throw shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I said fans. Fans don't throw shoes
I know.
either. The players do.
Well, yeah, never mind. I'm thinking something different.
And we don't tackle sharks naked.
What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Ole Miss.
George
I'm thinking
Bush getting a shoe thrown at him?
I'm thinking of Ole Miss fans or someone against playing Ole Miss. They're throwing mustard bottles at Lane Kiffin.
Oh, that's Tennessee, I think.
Was it Tennessee? Yeah, I remember it was an SEC school.
Tennessee
This
hates
is a few years
Lane
ago.
Kiffin.
Well,
Was there significance behind it?
well, I mean, it was Ole Miss against Tennessee, and they were just throwing stuff on the field.
Oh, I thought like mustard had like a meaning.
No, they were throwing mustard bottles.
Like, oh, you put ketchup on your hot dog.
I think Lane Kiffin caught a golf ball from one of the fans. I don't know. They were just throwing objects on the field.
Well, you said Miss. We're gonna play Southern Miss, old Brett Favre's alma mater.
And was Frank Gore Jr. still there? Or did he?
Probably not. I don't know. Win. Yeah.
Yeah,
easy.
that's just not. We're not gonna worry about that.
Don't
game.
worry about that. At Boston College on ABC at noon.
Win.
Are you guys going 11-1?
We'll see. At number 9, Clemson.
Win.
I give us a
They're
loss.
going
there.
undefeated.
I am very confident in this team.
I give us a loss just because I don't know, something happens. Something stupid happens. Versus Virginia Tech.
Win.
I do too. Versus Syracuse.
Win by 25 plus.
Versus Duke.
Win.
And if I'm not saying anything, that means I'm agreeing with them. At Wake Forest.
Win.
Yep. At Pitt.
Win.
Versus Miami.
Win by 50.
I don't agree with the win by 50, but I do agree with the win. Versus,
You know Florida State's right now favored by 2 touchdowns against them? Right now. Against Miami. That just shows how big of a joke Miami is. Cannot wait to whoop that ass in November.
This man's aggressive. We haven't even seen the first kickoff yet. This man's ready to.
Oh, I don't care. We are
on
going to
him.
smack
It's
Miami.
college football season.
I cannot wait. I hate Miami.
Man, oh man.
Did you see the rumor that Miami fans came up with yesterday?
What?
They said that a random Delaware farmer is the one filling up the NIL funds for Florida State. I think that's absolutely hilarious.
Okay, that's very strange.
Yeah, Miami. We
Let's-
just live
let's-
rent free in their heads.
Let's finish this up, shall we? Versus North Alabama and at Florida.
Our backups will win that game.
Both games?
Both games.
Against who? South Alabama?
And Florida.
Not the backups. But the starters will be playing,
Okay.
and they will win against Florida.
In case you
So that's
didn't, you couldn't
undefeated.
tell at home. Yeah, Mike predicted us to go undefeated.
I am predicting
gave
a
one
college
loss.
football playoff appearance for the Knowles this year.
What about championship?
Depends on the matchup. I can't say. So if we play Georgia,
down
I'm
the
scared to
book.
death.
Write it in the book. Undefeated college football playoff.
I mean,
I
that's
can do that.
yeah. I mean, even if I'll say this for Florida State, if they end up splitting one of LSU and Clemson, I would prefer them to lose to LSU.
LSU
Yeah.
earlier.
Conference, not like
The conference part is what I'm worried about
That-
because
okay.
Louisville is who I'm worried about in the ACC.
What
Because
would
their
be
schedule is an absolute joke compared to ours.
if the Seminoles end up with 3 regular season losses? How do you feel?
They're not making the playoff. They're not making the ACC championship. They're not doing anything.
Obviously, but like, what are your?
Well, actually, they
thoughts?
might make the ACC championship game.
Do you think it's a failure of a season?
Yes. Well, Norvell's talking like ACC championship is the goal. Personally, I think that should be the minimum. You need to win the ACC this year. This is your time to win.
You want to hear Louisville's ACC schedule?
It's a joke. They don't play anyone.
Georgia Tech at home.
Win.
Boston College at home.
Win.
At NC State.
Win.
At home against Notre Dame.
That's not really
That's-
ACC, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. At Pitt. Versus Duke.
They don't get a conference loss
Versus
against Notre
Virginia
Dame?
Tech. Versus Virginia. At Miami.
they don't play Clemson or Florida State. Tell me how that makes sense. But what do I know? But yeah, so that's why a lot of people are picking Louisville as a sleeper team because they have an easier ACC conference. They avoid FSU and Clemson, which not many teams could do that.
That's why
So-
there needs to be conference realignment.
No, that they got rid of divisions this year, so that's the only reason why they got rid of. They don't have them.
Right.
Usually they'd be playing in the same division. We play them every year, but
I gotcha.
yeah, no. Florida State, if they win against LSU and lose against Clemson and win out, they will be playing Clemson again more than likely in the ACC championship game. Then the winner of that, I think, will be going to the playoff. I think a one-loss ACC team will be in the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that's how it always works out. at least.
I mean, sometimes, but if there's, let's say, an undefeated team in the SEC and a one-loss SEC team, they're going to put both of them over the...
every time.
Well, I feel like...
Even if they play Vanderbilt and
I feel
Florida.
Like it'll probably be like they're only one undefeated team at the end of the season, and then...
There's a chance there's two. Maybe three. You never know.
I guess it all depends on Ohio State and Michigan, and then...
Well, Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State. You can't ignore them.
Penn State, I don't care about. Penn State's not going to do anything.
Oh, but don't forget about USC.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, actually, USC is like my sleeper pick to win the championship this year. So, I mean, not a sleeper. They're obviously one of the top teams, and they have the returning Heisman winner. So,
all right, well, we got a second here. Let's see: San Jose State, Nevada, Stanford, at Arizona State, at Colorado, Arizona, at Notre Dame, home versus Utah, at Cal, versus Washington, at Oregon, versus UCLA.
That last month of the season is brutal for USC. They got four ranked teams.
That's usually how it is. That's not Oregon, and then
the Pac-12. Well, first off, rest in peace to the Pac-12 because I'm going to miss that conference. But
Pac-12 after dark.
That's literally why I'm going to miss it because it was always the late night football. The Pac-12 always cannibalizes itself. Same with the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. So what are your 4 playoff teams?
As of right now,
yeah,
I know we talked about this months ago. So Keith's about to pull up the book to see who we mentioned for him.
We'll read them
back in May, maybe March.
We have Mike, FSU, Georgia, USC, Penn State. Skyler, Penn State, Bama, Texas, Utah.
I want to change that.
I'm changing mine too. I said Georgia, Ohio State, Utah, and Penn State.
Who are my 4 again?
You had a pretty good solid 4.
You had FSU.
Uh-huh.
USC, Penn State.
UGA, USC, Penn State.
I'm changing my 4. We're all changing our 4.
All right. Well, so now that we're closer, this was on 1/4/23 that we set these. Okay.
We set them in January.
Yeah, this was back in January.
Just write a new date and write our new today, like preseason ones right now.
Well, that's what I'm doing the same format that I did this last one.
Gotcha.
And just change the date, so we got.
So we can just see our progress
for 23-24.
I'm gonna pull up Texas's schedule.
I can do that too. Oh yeah, you pull that up. Today is the 21st. Can't believe we're already in August. 23. And whoever wants to go first can go first.
Go ahead, Mike.
You keeping FSU in there, Mike?
Absolutely.
Obviously,
yeah.
I'm
I think
adding FSU to mine, so I'm going to put them in mine too. I am keeping UGA because, yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping Florida State and Georgia. Those are the 2 teams I'm keeping in.
Skyler, you didn't have either of those teams. You want either of those in there?
UGA and what was the other one?
Florida State.
No, you can keep them both out.
Okay.
Let's go USC in there.
All right, USC. I'm not having USC in mine.
Oh.
Mike, you had USC. Do you want to keep them or no?
No, I'm getting them out.
Okay.
You could put Bama in there.
Bama for Skyler. I am not.
And then Michigan.
Michigan, I am adding.
You're adding Michigan to yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. And you know what? Let's keep Texas. Let's keep them.
Okay, so you got USC, Bama, Michigan, Texas.
Yeah, Texas and Alabama play early in the season, so it'll be interesting how that goes.
Okay.
You know, we'll have new preseason or new predictions like mid-season or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, we'll play with it. It's just fun.
But, I mean, I'm just thinking along the lines like TCU got there, and I don't know if TCU will be as strong as they were last year. They might still be because the guy playing quarterback was the starter before he got hurt, and then that's when Duke came in. So
who are my teams right now? Do I have written down?
You have FSU and Georgia right now. That's it.
Okay.
I just feel, I mean, Texas is like Miami. It's like, when are they going to be back? You know, it's like
it's
like TCU got to a TCU got to a championship prior than them.
Yeah.
So, and without Andy Dalton and LaDainian Tomlinson.
I'm sitting here looking at yours right now, Skyler. You got USC, who is 6th in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
This is AP, by the way. I'm going with Alabama's 4, Michigan is 2, and Texas is 11. So you got a nice little variety there. You're not just picking the top 4, which is nice.
What is the top 4?
Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Bama.
Okay.
Which could easily happen because it happened last year. No, actually, not. Alabama not make it last year. That was 3 of the 4 last year.
That's why they're in this year, because of the vengeance.
17. Come on. You got 2 you got to pick. I got 1 I got to pick, and I'm sitting here flipping a coin in my head.
I'm flipping between 4 teams right now.
Well, so he still has to pick his other 2?
Yeah, he has FSU and Georgia. That's all he has
Georgia.
right now.
Oh, my goodness. Put Ole Miss
I have
down for
FSU,
him.
Georgia, Michigan, and...
So you do want you have FSU in the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm just going to say Penn State so I can pick something before he does.
I'm going Ohio State to get revenge on Michigan.
And that's why I don't have Ohio State, is because I have Michigan. So
Well, that's why I think Alabama's in, because they, that's like a bounce back year for them.
So are you saying? So you saying Michigan and Penn State are both making it? Keith?
Yeah, why not?
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
All right, so I got Ohio State, Georgia, Florida State. I'm gonna go Washington.
Oh,
Change it up. Give me Michael Penix.
Junior.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Michael Penix Jr. Those are my final 4. Let's just.
Wow.
God, I'm
And
probably gonna regret Washington, but.
We'll plug it in again maybe halfway through the season. And
Yeah, just check our progress.
Well, honestly, Florida State will know after September how they're looking.
And we'll probably know a lot for all of our teams, honestly.
Well, Michigan, they have no one in the first month, but.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they lose, then they're out.
They don't. They literally will not lose the first month. If they lose a game in the first 4, they will be.
It's college football, baby. They lost to App State once.
That was
many moons ago.
2007.
Yeah.
Best college football season ever.
All right, let's put a bow on this episode. So, real quick, the Jumbo Shrimp have started the second half, stronger than the previous half. They are 25-20 right now. Still have a negative run differential. Run differential. My goodness, I can't even speak right now.
What does that do for their playoff positioning?
They are 5th right now in the IL East. It looks like the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs are running away with the division. But Durham is right there, and Worcester's right actually behind them. So they're close enough. They're 3.5 out, but Lehigh Valley is 7-3 in their last 10. Moving on real quick, I wanted to mention, Angie's. I know this came out right after our last episode, but Angie Subs is adding a store in the airport, and I just thought that was really cool to see.
That's pretty cool.
That happen. They're a good place. If you haven't been there, check them out. It's not just about the Peruvian sauce. They have good subs.
It's mainly about the Peruvian sauce.
It's about the sweet tea, man. The sweet tea is divine. And those brownies that are like half of a baking sheet. Those are huge.
It's funny. I went to Angie's Subs and saw Gardner Minshew there the day he was traded. I didn't know he had got traded at that moment, so I didn't go up to him. But I should have said something, because I had no idea he got traded. I left Angie's, went back to work, and then everyone was talking about, Gardner Minshew got traded. And I was like, I just freaking saw
he was getting his last sub.
his last Angie's sub.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the last thing I wanted to say is Winn-Dixie has been bought out by Aldi. Now, Aldi is buying Winn-Dixie, not Kroger, which some people said too. I don't know why, but that is not the case. Okay, yeah. So Winn-Dixie has been a part of Southeastern Grocers, which is a company that is based in Jacksonville. Their corporate offices are in Jacksonville. And I wanted to ask you guys to name me some companies that are based in Jacksonville, because I think we've looked over a few over the years because they've come and gone. Steinmart, RIP, is no longer here, but they were based here. Now Southeastern Grocers is most likely going away. They were based here. I want to see if you guys can name some. So, Mike, I'm going to turn my screen a little bit so you can't see. I've got a list here. I want you guys to start throwing some out and get off your phones, because I feel like that's cheating.
Oh, I was sending a text, but yeah.
Mike has a big one that he should know immediately.
Fanatics.
Okay, well, yes,
Yeah,
that is correct,
that's
but that's
true.
not the one I was thinking.
Firehouse.
Bonos.
Okay, yes, them too. Bonos, I guess.
Metro
They're
Diner.
not big enough.
Gate.
Metro Diner is not.
Gate Petroleum.
What? They're
Metro Diner is headquartered in Tampa, Florida.
I thought they started here, though.
They started, but they are not headquartered here.
Oh, so you want headquarters, not founded.
Yeah, okay. Headquartered here. Headquartered here.
Gate Petroleum.
FBI.
Yes. No.
Is that the big one that you're
No, the big one is literally, I don't know how you haven't said it yet. And I'm not talking like the Jaguars.
Give me a hint.
That's stupid. The only hint I can give would give it away.
Is it a grocery store?
No.
No, hang on.
Is it a gas station?
No.
Is it food?
No.
Is it a person?
No.
Is it Limp Bizkit?
No.
Ticket to the Matthews Bridge.
Why am I blanking?
One food though that you guys probably
not tell me
wouldn't name is.
Are you gonna say Florida Blue?
Yes.
That's.
It is.
I mean,
It's
it is, and it's whatever.
It's headquartered here.
There's like a Blue Cross in every state, though.
Yeah, but the
No,
Florida
but the
Blue.
Florida Blue
It's
headquarters.
Florida. It's the entire state. It's big.
I remember we've had customers come up from like Miami to Jacksonville to complain to headquarters. Yeah,
Love it.
I believe that.
So you said Firehouse. There's another restaurant I wanted you to add, and the other food one that's listed on. This is just Wikipedia, so
Burger
it
King.
could be wrong.
Mm.
No,
Burger King's from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
they're not headquartered in Jacksonville. They're headquartered in Miami.
That's so lame. I agree. With that.
Bubba Burger.
The first two were founded here.
Bubba Burger. What about
Technically, Burger King wasn't founded here. They just opened the first actual Burger King here. It was something else in Miami first.
What's the sea market? The Sea Fresh Seafood?
Not them, but they might.
Sea Best.
Yeah,
Sea
no.
Best, yeah.
They might be, but they're not big enough to be on.
ViStar. Well, that's not good enough.
I mean, yeah, they're on here. ViStar's big enough. The other food one is Larry's Giant Subs.
Oh yeah, my mom knew Larry, I guess. Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
At some point.
The Rakes family. They're all over. It's Mitch and Larry. Yeah, Mitch and Larry.
Firehouse got bought out, didn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes,
they
but
got
they still have the headquarters here as of now.
Well, I mean, I don't think the headquarters are moving from Winn-Dixie, are they? They're just rebranding, or Aldi's keeping Winn-Dixie stores, the name.
Yeah, but I mean, they might. I mean, I didn't say they were or not. I just don't know if they are.
I went to high school with some Sorensens. Don't remember the dad's name, but the kids were ND and this is embarrassing that I don't remember, but
It's okay.
Who cares?
yeah.
Give me the big one that's right on the river that we can see when you drive by.
Hooters.
Rest in
Doesn't
peace.
exist anymore.
Hooters doesn't exist?
Not on the river. No.
Wait, what about the one like in Mandarin? That's
Okay, that's Goodby's Creek. That's not a river.
Oh,
That's a creek.
okay. Sorry.
The big one that we drive by on the Acosta.
Caps.
No.
Why am I blanking? Oh, CSX.
Yep. CSX.
Oh.
I applied to them. They never
I see what
responded to
you
me,
mean.
assholes.
A couple other things I'll just name just because we're short on time. Crowley. is
Oh,
the big
yeah.
Shipping
Yeah.
one.
Lubies.
Fidelity National Financial is actually headquartered here. The three Fortune
Fidel-
500
hang on.
companies.
Isn't
Fidelity's not local or
Fidelity
headquartered?
National Financial is headquartered here.
what about
yes.
Loop Pizza Grill?
No, stop. We're not talking about any more food places. FIS, they're headquartered here. They're number 474 on the Fortune 500 rank.
Man, they didn't accept my application.
Yeah. Fidelity is 353 and CSX is 231. This was as of 2013.
CSX is
so that's a long
what brought
time
my
ago.
poppy down from Tennessee. He used to work up there, and then he started working on numbers down here.
You have All Elite Wrestling. It's technically headquartered here.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be like the saying the Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Is
Jaguars
Dailies?
JA, of course, classic, but no.
No, Shell's
no,
not. No,
yeah.
no.
Gate, you already said, which is a good one. What was the other one I wanted to name before we? Oh, Sally Corporation, just because that's a cool one. They do like amusement park rides and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's right up the road from here. It's really cool.
Sally's Dark Rides or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And Swisher.
Yeah.
Swisher Sweets.
I mean, Miller Electric's in big, right?
Miller is getting bigger. Yes, they are. Oh, and Web.com too. But that's St. Augustine, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
Everbank?
No, they had TIAA, but since they got bought out, I don't know where they are now. But anyway, that's all we've got. I do want to say right before we go, Nerdy Nuts is still a partner with us. They just released their flavors: banana cream pie, avalanche, which is one of their signature ones. That's gonna have white chocolate, marshmallow fluff, caramel, crispy rice cereal. Goodness gracious, I cannot speak. It's time to end this. Cake pop and nut roll. With that being said, 92 episodes down. Hopefully a million more to go. I am Keith Manzi, And we are signing off for this lovely episode of Dimes on Duval. And we'll catch you next time.
I love you, Trevor Lawrence.
No, I'm gonna end this episode with a lock. If you are a degenerate,
Betting lock. Go for it.
Oklahoma State over 6.5 wins.
Ooh.
There we go.
Mike's lock of the week.